This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
It feels like 5 below zero right now. I'll answer the question I'm pretty sure you're asking. When will it warm up?
More violence in Indianapolis, 18 shot on the west side. The new details just coming in. A hit-and-run crash involving a stolen truck. Now 2 innocent people are hurt and 2 suspects are on the run. Working for you and getting results. Dirty floodwater impacting residents at one apartment complex. Now the management is fixing the problem after our story aired. And a timely message in honor of Martin Luther King Jr., what one museum hopes you'll remember this holiday weekend. But first, here at 6 o'clock, I'm with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory in the Storm Team 6 Tracking Center. Kevin, wow, it is very cold outside tonight.
We're huddled up in the Tracking Center. Good place to be. Our temperatures this morning, single digits. It's the fact we didn't warm up that really grabs your attention, and the wind chill. 5 above in Lafayette and in Peru. I'll show you and recognize it is cold now, but it's not really cold. I'll show you what really cold is when I come back from my main weather. 9 is the temperature in Indianapolis and Muncie during the morning hours this morning. We haven't been able to shake the flurries. Cold air squeezes all the moisture out, so we've continued with snow showers and flurries through the day. Just a trace of snow. You can follow the arc of those very cold temperatures, the Arctic air, all the way down into Tennessee, as far south as the northern Gulf Coast states. Temperature right now 13 in Indianapolis. I think we'll be pretty steady through the evening hours and overnight. That's about what we'll wake up to tomorrow morning. The biggest change may be calming the wind, but with that strong cold west wind now, wind chill temperatures are below zero. Temperatures tomorrow morning in the teens. A lot of schools off for MLK Day. Temperature by noon at 26 and an afternoon high in the upper 20s. We'll talk about a warming trend and talk about how long we stay dry as well coming up.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Developing tonight, IMPD officers are investigating a shooting that left a teenager injured this afternoon on the west side. Police responded to a home on Ashway Drive. That's near 38th Street and High School Road. This all happened just before 3 o'clock. Police haven't released many details about what happened here, but we do know a teenager was shot and is listed in good condition. We will update you as soon as we learn more information. Right now, police are searching for 2 people involved in a hit and run with a stolen truck. IMPD tells us a truck and car collided at North Franklin Road and East 33rd Street. That's on the northeast side. Medics took a man and woman from the car to get medical treatment. Officers say they are stable. According to investigators, a man and woman who were inside the stolen truck took off from the scene. Police are looking for them tonight. Again, this all happened at East 33rd and North Franklin Road on the northeast side. If you have any information, contact Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS.
Greasy water and whatever else is in that water, because I don't know what's in it. Food, feces, whatever's in there.
Flood water inside the hallway of a local apartment complex is causing a major headache for residents. This is a story we first told you about last night at the Hubbard Garden Apartments near 42nd Street and Sherman Drive. The hallway was filled with that dirty water that was seeping closer and closer to their front doors. Residents could not get in touch with anyone from apartment management due to the office being closed and no emergency maintenance number. Well, we reached out to Millennia Company, the owner of the complex, and received a response this morning. They contacted management to let them know about the flooded hallway. After that, one of the residents says management came to his door, and now this afternoon they sent a plumbing and water cleanup company out to work on this issue. We will continue following up to make sure this problem is resolved for residents. If you have a problem that you can't seem to get help with, contact us by emailing us at workingforyou@rtv6.com. Newfield's museum wants people to know that we are all more alike than we are different. The museum is spreading this timely message in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. RTV6's Troy Washington is finding out the hope is that love will conquer hate in today's world and unity will rise.
As tension mounts across America and rumors of the possibility of war cause division, Newfield's museum aims to spread love.
We want Newfields to be that space where people feel comfortable all the time.
It was then that we began to see that what we have been able differences and diversities were just gateways to growth.
Just as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. used his voice and nonviolent approach on the quest for change, Tariq Robinson thinks there's power in perspective.
Cosmological opportunities for the advancement of our own soul, the dance of duality, the yin and the yang, the sign language of all living things.
Their guiding inspiration is a quote by Dr. King that talks about people fear one another because they don't know one another.
That's why one day before Martin Luther King Jr. Day, complete strangers came together for the cause of finding common ground. The drum major of change preached unity, a message that still has not lost its relevance.
Building on something that small can really start to change our community. Oftentimes we walk into spaces where we might not feel that we belong.
Listening, learning, and even laughing towards realizing the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Working for you, Troy Washington, RTV6.
Troy, thank you. In celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow, there will be free admission to the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. There will be special performances and activities honoring Dr. King's life and the impact of the civil rights movement on the United States. The museum will be open from 10 in the morning until 5 in the evening. The Indianapolis Zoo will also have free admission tomorrow for anyone who brings a non-perishable food item. That food will go to Gleaner's Food Bank. The zoo will be open from 9 a.m. until 4 in the afternoon. We have a complete list of events going on around central Indiana for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That information is up right now on the IndyChannel.com and the RTV6 News app. Tonight, volunteers are answering a call for help after strong winds caused damage to a Shelby County animal rescue. The owner of Canine Castaways Rescue in Fountaintown tells RTV6 around 2 o'clock yesterday, the wind ripped off the top of their outdoor shelter. This is an area they just built in September for the dogs. The dogs are all safe, but repairs are estimated at $1,500. Volunteers came out after learning about the news to help walk the dogs and repair the shelter area. The focus now is on the dog safety. The owner says if you have submitted an application for a dog, they will be returning your messages as soon as they can, but they are asking for patience. They have also set up a donation link on the CCR Facebook page. More than $400 has already been raised. Right now, detectives are looking for this man here. He's accused of robbing an Arby's on the west side of Indianapolis. IMPD says the robbery happened Monday night at the Arby's in the 3800 block of Lafayette Road. Police say the man went into the restaurant and forced an employee to open the cash register. Officers say he then went to the cash register at the drive-thru and then forced an employee to open it. IMPD says he left the restaurant after taking cash from both registers. If you have any information, contact Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. Detectives in Indianapolis are investigating after 2 people were injured in 2 separate shootings early this morning. First, investigators rushed to the 500 block of North Gladstone Avenue near East Michigan Street and North Sherman Drive on the east side around 1:15 this morning. Officers say they found a person suffering from an apparent gunshot wound who was awake and breathing. Then around 2:30 a.m., IMPD found a person shot near West 16th Street and North Tibbs Avenue on the west side. The shooting victim is stable, according to police. Again, these are 2 separate shootings and unrelated. A woman is dead after an early morning crash in Madison County, and 3 people have been arrested. The Madison County Sheriff's Office says it happened on County Road 200 South, just east of State Road 67. Around 4:30 this morning, the Sheriff's Office says 19-year-old Sophie Darlene Robbins was killed. Deputies say they have arrested 18-year-old Alex Lozano, 19-year-old Keandre Williams, and a juvenile for failing to report an accident resulting in death. Police say the suspects told officers they would often hang out and drive recklessly to show off for each other. A major recall impacting parents. What you have to know about these strollers. The shore of Lake Michigan is a major tourist spot in Indiana. Why you may not be able to visit some areas of that shore in the future. Kevin.
Definitely some ice on that shoreline now. We have flurries in central Indiana in the frigid air coming off of Lake Michigan. Some snow to the north. They've had about 5 inches of snow the last several days in South Bend. We'll talk about what's ahead for the week coming up.
Chase, make more of what's yours.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Working for you tonight with a recall alert involving a popular baby product. The company Baby Trend is recalling 4 of its mini strollers from its Tango line. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the strollers' hinge joints can release and collapse under pressure, which could cause children to fall. Target and Amazon sold these strollers. Baby Trend says you should immediately stop using the strollers and contact the company for a refund or replacement. The Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump will likely pick back up on Tuesday, but this weekend a new legal filing showing how President Trump's attorney will likely respond to the articles of impeachment. ABC's David Wright with these new developments tonight.
This weekend, President Trump's lawyers filed their first formal response to the impeachment articles, a 6-page letter under the heading Answer of President Donald J. Trump, insisting the president did absolutely nothing wrong and calling the Democrats' articles of impeachment constitutionally invalid on their face. Quote, they failed to allege any crime or violation of law whatsoever, let alone high crimes and misdemeanors. Trump defense lawyer Alan Dershowitz claims there's no grounds to remove Trump from office.
When you read the text of the Constitution, bribery, treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors, other really means that crimes and misdemeanors must be of akin to treason and bribery.
In their written response, House managers take issue with what they call the astounding claim that pressuring Ukraine to interfere in our election is the president's way of fighting corruption. It is not, they insist. Rather, it is corruption itself, naked, unapologetic, and insidious.
The only thing really new about the president's defense is that they're now arguing, I think because they can't contest the facts, that the president cannot be impeached for abusing the power of his office.
House impeachment managers filed their own brief Saturday evening outlining their case against the president, arguing the facts are indisputable and the evidence overwhelming. On Monday, the president's lawyers filed their response to the House managers' brief, and then the House managers respond to that by noon on Tuesday. After that, about 1 o'clock Tuesday, the main part of the trial is expected to begin. David Wright, ABC News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
David, thank you. Developing tonight, state lawmakers are considering a bill that would give up the state's ownership to large areas of Indiana's Lake Michigan shoreline. Representative Doug Miller sponsored legislation that would give ownership of some of that lake shoreland to adjacent private property owners if their deeds indicate their land extends to Lake Michigan. If passed, that means the public wouldn't be able to use that part of the shoreline for recreational purposes. The Indiana House Committee on Judiciary heard testimony from last week from residents, interest groups, and legislators on the proposal. The committee will discuss it again on January 27th.
That was a warm day at the beach.
It looked nice.
The Polar Bear Club is probably trying to schedule their next outing. Okay, this date, this is why I said today's cold, but it's not really, really cold. Like 1994, we set our coldest temperature ever in Indianapolis, and the state record in New Whiteland at 36 below zero.
Wow.
And look at that brave man. The thing was, and for it to get that cold in Indianapolis, skies have to be perfectly clear. Obviously, probably need snow cover. We had that, and then perfectly calm winds. All right, the record in Indianapolis, 27 below zero. If that's the all-time coldest, you're probably thinking, well, what's the warmest we've ever had? That's 106. A lot can happen between 27 below and 106. Next morning's low temperatures here for the next 3 days. 14 tomorrow morning, 19 on Tuesday. You can see the progression not only of low temperatures trending up, but our afternoon high temperatures will approach the freezing mark Tuesday. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We'll be fine by Wednesday with temperatures into the mid and upper 30s. It's 11 in Crawfordsville now. Again, it feels below zero because of those winds that continue rather strong. They'll calm down to that 10 to 15 mile per hour range. Tomorrow, we'll try to hit 30, probably fall just short. It won't be as windy. It will be dry. I think we'll cut the flurries off. That wind will be out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures below average. Our average high is 35. We're in the 20s. That's respectable. We've got to dig out of where we're at from the deep freeze. Tuesday, 28 at noon. Temperature pushing freezing during the afternoon hours with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Besides our warming trend, we're also on a dry dry stretch, it looks like, until we get to the end of the week. This is Friday, some rain. It will take this into Saturday. I think at times we may mix in some snow as the colder air arrives with this on the Saturday morning. We'll keep our eye on the track of the storm system, but for now, it looks like we're primarily in the rain event side. There's your 7-day planner. Temperatures will warm up. 44 the peak temperature on Thursday. That rain and rain-snow mix Friday into Saturday. Temperature 41, drying out on Sunday.
Well, at least we are a little bit warmer tomorrow.
Yes, and we're not 27 below.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you, Kevin. Coming up in our busy lives, it's hard to find time to work out and stay in shape. Well, one mom who is a personal trainer says having kids or having long days at work isn't an excuse. Her advice and how it could make you healthier even if you have limited time. The basketball team that never loses is back in Indianapolis.
Everyone's hands up. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
The Harlem Globetrotters make the trip to Bankers Life Fieldhouse every Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend. The first game was tonight, to the delights of kids and adults alike. The Harlem Globetrotters are back in action at Bankers Life Fieldhouse tomorrow at 2 p.m. The Indiana Pacers begin a 5-game road trip with a 4-game winning streak on the line. The blue and gold are in Denver tonight to face the Nuggets, which is one of the best teams in the Western Conference. The Pacers are coming off a home win against the Minnesota Timberwolves Friday night. Tip-off tonight is set for 8 p.m. And we are just about a week and a half away from Victor Oladipo's scheduled return to the court from a year-long injury. He is expected to be back for Wednesday, January 29th's game against the Chicago Bulls at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Life is busy. You may have kids running around the house. Maybe you work long hours. Sometimes it's hard to find time to take care of ourselves. Working for you tonight, showing you simple ways to get in shape at home. It's part of Good Morning America's Take 20 in 2020 series.
Many moms, juggling kids is the closest they come to working out. Just ask certified personal trainer Andrea Allen, who has 4 girls under 6.
After I had my twins, I was like, I cannot make it to the gym. So I started doing my workouts at home, and then someone said, why don't you just share what you do?
Andrea says she started filming and sharing her workouts on Instagram at Deliciously Fit and Healthy to help busy moms looking to get in shape at home.
This is fitness for me as a mom. This is what I can manage. This is what works for my kids. And this is what works in general to get people in shape. And all they needed is either their own body weight or just a couple sets of dumbbells.
Now, nearly 300,000 followers turn to her page for Fitspiration. Whether working out while pregnant or taking care of the kids, Andrea says you can achieve big results with just a 20-minute commitment 3 or 4 times a week.
People feel like they can't manage one more thing. And I want to encourage you that. Just start with something small. I would challenge you to start with 1 workout this week, 15 minutes.
And the proof is in the pounds shed. Incredible transformations for women like 35-year-old Kelly Nichols, who turned to Andrea's private online coaching program to help her get back in shape after her 3 pregnancies.
Before I started, I was very tired and had no motivation to do anything with my kids. I always wanted to sit on the couch, and I just got really tired of that.
After dropping 12 pounds in 12 weeks, Kelly says the fitness programs have given her more energy, ultimately making her a better mom.
It's made me feel wonderful and much more confident, and I feel like it's benefited my whole family.
That was ABC's Sarah Haynes reporting. So Andrea Allen says exercising with your kids not only allows you to get in your workout at home, but also teaches your children about the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Stay with us. Another check of your cold forecast coming up next.
We fly.
SpaceX passes a huge and risky test, paving the way to fly people to space. It's called the Emergency Escape Test, and it happened over the coast of Cape Canaveral, Florida. It simulated a situation where the launch was cut short, triggering the Dragon spacecraft to separate from the rocket. The spacecraft then moved itself away from the rocket and used parachutes to safely get back to Earth. No one was on board the Dragon spacecraft today. SpaceX officials say by passing today's test, they can now start the verification process to deem the Crew Dragon spacecraft ready for its first mission with astronauts on board. Interesting.
Exciting times. Those rocket launches probably throw off some heat. We could use that.
Oh, we could.
All right, temperatures in the teens now, and it will be tomorrow morning when you get the work week rolling.
Have a great night.